stage has been full of buzzwords. We've had NFTs, obviously decentralized DAOs, metaverses, and now we're going to be looking at Web3 infrastructure. So building and composing Web3 infrastructure. Can I please welcome Marcello Mari from SingularityDAO, who's going to be the panel moderator, Sarita Castillo from Mintlayer, Shaun, Jensen, co-founder and CEO of Profila, and Alex Belov from SmartState, and Serhii Bolshov from 111 PG.
Hi, so my name is Sarita. I am head of growth for Mintlayer. We are basically the definition of a Web 3.0 infrastructure project. So I will be moderating this panel for you guys today. So let's start with our first question of what, according to you, is the meaning of Web3 infrastructure?
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Serhii. I came here from Ukraine. I'm CEO of 111 PG. That's a project that protects listings of new tokens on DEXs. Okay, we protect them from snipe listing bots, and we are a part of Web3 because we help those projects list safely and not to lose tons of liquidity and have a fair trade for the whole community. And we provide this safe and reliable listing that goes to the growth of their token in the long run. So we believe that the safer the environment is, the more mass adoption of these products will be, the faster the tokens will grow, and more stable the service will be. So that's
Great, thanks for that. Go ahead, someone else. Marcello, do you have, or? So the question was, according to you, what is the meaning of Web3 infrastructure?
I studied. I will try to quote a popular image that I've seen around the web. So in Web.1, we used to log in by using our email address. In Web.2, you log in using your social accounts. In Web3, you log in using your MetaMask. So that means that in Web1 era, you were just simply giving away your basic data. In Web 2, you were giving away your social data. For Web 3, you actually keep your data, you own your data, and you're able to monetize your data. So it's no longer a third-party enterprise that take advantage of your data, but it's you and you only that own your data and can take advantage of your data. So this is the real meaning of Web 3.
Cool. Hey everyone, Shaun, Jensen, co-founder, CEO of Profila. We're pioneering decentralized marketing, and for that you need a new infrastructure. So for us, the meaning of Web3 is really how do you make different choices using current technologies that are out there. And we're looking at it in three different ways, which I think we all should, is first of all, how do I govern things differently? How do I distribute data differently? But then also, how do I keep one or two things centralized, possibly in an evolution towards Web3? So it's a very new concept, and I think we need to look at how businesses can actually adopt Web3 in a journey.
Thank you all for that. So the next question is, why do you think Web3 infrastructure is considered one of the most important innovations in the near future of blockchain and the decentralized web?
I'll take that one. So I think it's one of the best innovations, because if we don't have Web3, we're not giving people autonomy and choice over their lives on the internet. So I think those are some of the fundamental concepts of why everyone has started looking at Web3, is to have a different governance layer. And if we don't have the infrastructure being built behind industries that actually works, then we're not going to be able to give that to individuals, and we won't be able to implement change.
Right. I would also emphasize on the importance of mass adoption. as the process of getting to in Web3, and all those tools are very crucial for implementation and the future growth of the projects.
Yeah, do you have something to add? I have something to add. So I would just like to add that I definitely think that the Web3 infrastructure is something so important because it is kind of laying the foundation of everything that we're going to build on top of that. So everything, it's even more crucial how we build this infrastructure layer than how we build everything on top, because that's how we're basically directing the future. So that's why I'm very passionate about projects like Mintlayer, etc., which is a Bitcoin sidechain, so everyone knows.
You can only go as fast as your highway allows you to go. I'm around this space since 2017, and back then we had no stable coins. Ethereum was the only infrastructure that we could use, and it was hard as fuck to build on Ethereum, you know? I mean, it's always been very clunky, not as expensive, but super slow. So obviously now, thanks to all this new infrastructure, it's much easier to build a platform that actually people can use without spending a hell of a lot of gas. So that's why we welcome innovation, especially at layer level, but also innovating apps built on top of the current layer. And that's how we build DeFi, right? I mean, the money leg of DeFi is only possible because of the infrastructure that has been built underlying that. And again, and I'll be short, sorry, but since 2017, the problem to us was clear, and it was that we were lacking of the basic infrastructure. So fast forward 2017, 18, 19, during the crypto bear market, we knew that despite the market was down, the basic layer foundation was being laid out. And we knew back then that crypto would have come back at a certain point, and that's exactly what happened. 2017, 2018, 2019, we built the layer foundation. 2020, we came back building apps. 2021 and 2022 are the years in which we can actually even think about building metaverses on the blockchain, which before was unthinkable because the infrastructure was so basic, slow, and expensive.
Yeah, thank you for that. Anything else to add? Anyone? No? Okay, so next question we will go to is, from the vast number of projects, which are really, really a lot, what is your favorite Web3 project that you're truly excited about?
Yeah, I'll start there. So
Besides your own.
No, not your own. In Switzerland, we're actually pioneering some research with University of Madrid and Lucerne around zero-knowledge advertising. And it's really looking at the whole infrastructure that's currently used by companies and the advertising world, and how you can decentralize it feature by feature to solve some of the privacy challenges that are actually out there at the moment, but also to give brands a better sense of who you are as an individual, but more importantly, to give you autonomy over your data itself so that you can share it to get value back from people. So that research will build out a whole new infrastructure for the ad tech industry.
Okay, not to boast about what we do anymore, we are part of Dixie network ecosystem, which is social trading, and it allows anyone who wants to trade cryptocurrency to follow the most successful traders on the market by just copying all of their actions that are going on their wallets. So you can basically get an account with Dixie Network, and you will be just as successful in the trading as top investors are. So you can backtrack their success, their trades, and just follow their lead. I believe it will give you confidence and also a great financial success as well.
So my favorite Web3 application or project, yeah? My favorite Web3 project is a project that allows artificial intelligence to serve people and that uses new technologies in order to democratize access to sophisticated financial tools that were before only reserved to to traders, to big financial institutions, and to ultra high net worth individuals. And that project is inevitably my project, which is called SingularityDAO. So that is by far my favorite Web3 project. Thank you.
Okay, so just a quick question to go into that a little bit. You mentioned that it's an infrastructure project. What is being built on top of it?
No, it's not a layer one. So we're building a set of smart contract, a protocol that allows the democratization of very sophisticated financial tools. So I'll give you an example. So if you, the actual product that has been built are called Dynasets, which are like hedge funds, mini hedge funds where people can invest, and they actually trade actively like hedge funds. So the protocol of smart contracts that we created allows people to invest or to deposit their funds in a completely decentralized way on-chain basket of token and get exposure to a number of tools that were before reserved only to high traders. So that's what our set of smart contract does at the protocol level, to be technical.
Okay. All right. Well, the next question would be, what are the major challenges that are being faced by people trying to build and compose on Web3?
So I think from our principles, the biggest challenge we're facing is how do you actually manage identity? Because no matter what infrastructure you build, what system you deploy, if you can't manage digital identity across it and across people to businesses to governments, you're going to come short. So for us, digital identity and autonomy of choice has to be solved, and a lot of our investments are going into that.
I spend most of my time educating my clients on the issues with the securities, explaining them how important it is to stay on the safe side and not to lose money on every step you move. But also, they are coming back to us when they see that there is a confidence in what we do. They come to us to review their marketing strategy as well, to help them with their token smart contract development and introductions and things like that. So educating others is something that we should be open. Every one of us should be open of doing freely and more and more.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the digital identity is definitely an issue that needs to be tackled in an industry where we are not ready to give away our data. And so how do we manage that, and how do we track our customer? It's complicated. I think the main challenge is still that after so many years of blockchain development, we still haven't been able to solve the trilemma. So we still don't have a layer one that is scalable, that is decentralized, and that is fast. Solana keeps breaking down. Ethereum, it's slow as hell. Binance Smart Chain is basically centralized. So I don't see any player in the market that actually can guarantee the solution to the trilemma, despite so much time and energy put towards solving the problem. However, this is something that probably we will have to keep with us for a long time. I don't see an immediate solution. I don't see anybody proposing an interesting solution to the problem. So yeah, that's what I invite people to think about. How do we solve the trilemma?
You should check out Mintlayer.
I will.
So we have time for one more question. What is your advice for anyone who wants to start working and building something in Web3? What is your advice on how to get started on it? What should they learn? And what is your main takeaway for them?
I think best piece of advice is understand why you're doing it in the first place. So ask yourself the business question. What are you trying to change? What decision are you trying to get people to make differently? And what are you trying to protect or change in an ecosystem? Then you can start looking at how do you learn to deploy this technology on what type of infrastructure. But if you start off with a technology focus without having a business goal or an individual personal goal, you won't succeed.
I would shortly say get good advisors, get good contacts of people that know what they're doing in the different areas you're going to be dealing with, and rely on their advice as well. There's always people around you who are more experienced and who can provide you a treasury of knowledge and help you avoid most of the mistakes that every newbie makes.
Best advice for people who want to build on the blockchain. Find a technical co-founder. That's what people get wrong the most. They think that they can write a white paper, write a pitch deck, and then find some technical people elsewhere in the world and build their product. It's not how it works. You need to be either a technical person or partner with somebody who's technical. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get far in this world. I've seen so many entrepreneurs getting scammed and left hanging by developers that have abandoned the project or like creating some sort of issues and problems. So find yourself a technical co-founder and build on top of the blockchain.
I agree with that point.
Thank you. To talk about Mintlayer?
I think we're out of time, unfortunately, but you all should check it out. And I think we're on to the next panel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.